Our team coverage continues now. Areas of the shoreline have been seeing flooding issues all day, including West Haven, where some roads are underwater. Amanda Callahan is your reporter live in an area that is notorious for flooding concerns. Amanda.
Well, Erin, good news right now. Since the rain has stopped just within the last 5 minutes, the West Haven Fire Department came in here and opened up these floodgates so that cars can finally get through. They had been closed since the afternoon today for several hours. The fire department tells me they had to close them earlier than they had anticipated. That's because at one point this afternoon, the water flooded all the way up to that 3 feet mark. Heavy rain moving across the state means drivers in one shoreline town have to be ready to turn around, don't drown, literally. Floodgates went up under 2 bridges in West Haven to prevent people from getting caught in the flooded roadways.
We closed them right away, but we did have somebody who tried to go through there. Vehicle was stuck underneath the bridge. Fire department had to come. Again, it's just very difficult. This amount of rain, this fast, the infrastructure just can't take it.
West Haven's Emergency Operations Director Rick Fontana says the city finished cleaning up from Saturday's storm just in time for crews to focus on today's flood watch.
The sanitary sewers get really overwhelmed here. This is a lot of rain in a very short period of time, so creating a nightmare for just about everyone who wants to be outside in it.
And dealing with heavy rain coming down quickly means drivers trying to get through town have to deal with detours.
We do have our floodgates closed at both bridges in the center of West Haven. Creating a nightmare for those driving down our main road into the city, Campbell Avenue.
But Fontana says it's important to make sure everyone is safe.
Do not drown. Turn around. Don't go under those bridges. Drive slowly. Keep your headlights on. This is heavy rain, very treacherous driving conditions.
Now, West Haven has seen over 4 inches of rain today while these floodgates are open right now. They do have a West Haven police officer here on scene because if and when that rain starts up, they want to make sure the fire department can get out here and close these floodgates as quickly as possible before anyone gets stuck. Reporter live in West Haven, Amanda Callahan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.